Hey guys, and welcome to another Homebrew Wednesday. I'm sorry this one is coming out a day late, but I had a brew day scheduled today. It is Thursday, and doing the Fat Tire clone. Now I've already milled the grains and I've already started the mash. I had a buddy come over and help me, and he didn't really want to be on camera, so just out of respect for him, you know, didn't do any of the camera work. But he had to go home for dinner, and his his girlfriend was making him some dinner. Just drinking. This is this American Amber lager, or an American light lager from Mutton's, Kit and a Kilo. Nothing special. It's actually not bad. I didn't like it at first, but it's got a nice, real clean finish, but malty and sweet. And I also have a special beer. I'm gonna do a Wide World of Brews added edition onto the end of this video, and we're going to keep that one a secret for now, and I'll show you guys that one later. But so far, grains are milled, we're mashed in, everything's looking good at 152. I've been getting hot spots, but that's expected, so I just mix those around every now and then. I know last week I said I had a little bit of a surprise. I was going to show you my haul. I don't have the kegs up here, but everybody knows what corny kegs look like. I have 5 of them now. I picked up 4 more from a buddy who also sold me. He had 4 kegs that he wanted to get rid of, and he had a Corona mill. So I bought all of those for like crazy cheap. Let's go over here and we're going to take a look at the mill. I've already disassembled it and cleaned it and everything, but you know how that goes. There it is, all disassembled and cleaned up. It does have the handle, but he has actually pre-outfitted this one to work with the drill. All you have to do is put the 1/2 inch, I believe that's what he put on there, 1/2 inch socket on the end of your drill bit, and you can run the Corona mill with the drill. Anyway, that was just something I couldn't pass up, and it was really nice actually getting to mill my own grains, because all the leftover grains that we didn't use, I gonna hang on to. I've logged them in my inventory on Beersmith. If you don't use Beersmith, I suggest check it out. I'm not putting this in here because I am associated with them in any way, shape, or form. I am not associated with Beersmith. It's just a great program. It's what I use. I love it. I can keep my inventory in there, all my numbers, keep track of all my brews that I do, and see what I need to do to change them, if anything needs to be changed, that is. Hopefully not, but you know, sometimes that comes across and you need to maybe fix things on the next batch to get it right, and that's something I enjoy doing as well. As you notice also, I got rid of the hair. My wife dared me, and I did it, and honestly I like it a lot. It's a lot less maintenance, and I think I'm going to keep it this way at least throughout the summer. Like I said, now I'm talking real fast, covering a lot of info. Why don't we go take a look? I got some other goodies over here. We'll take a look, guys. Just one second. Ta-da! I went and got a wort chiller. I was doing no chill, but decided I better get one. Also, with my plans of one day having the electric brewery, I am going to need this, or at least the copper piping, so I can use it as a wort chiller right now and keep using it as a wort chiller then. If not, I mean, I got to get another one anyway. I'm gonna have to have two wort chillers. And yes, I did buy this one already pre-done. I think, in all, if I would have built it myself with how much everything cost, I priced it out, I would have maybe saved $5. I'd rather let them do the work and spend the extra $5. Also over here, I'll turn on the light. Yummy. There's good mash going. It's looking real tasty. It smells phenomenal. The color's looking real good. It's kind of hard to see. And I'll show some more footage when I get into the boil as well. Anyway, I hope everyone has a good Homebrew Wednesday. I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll show some clips throughout. Yes, I'm doing a brew in a bag. I've done a much better video on brew in a bag. I was just informing everyone what's going on. Also got some good news. My wife and I did get everything set up for the house we've been looking at. So we should be moving in no later than July 1st, which is really awesome. Finally have some room, you know, get some more brew equipment, get a little bit better setup going, start making better beers, and being able to reproduce beers is what I'm looking forward to. I don't think I'll have the electric set up right away like I would like, but that is the goal in the end. When that time comes, I'll show you what I'm looking at and what I'm going to be doing. But I'm doing a cheaper version. It's an electric brewery setup, yes, and I'm tweaking it a little bit from the one I found. And because part of it is gravity, and I don't want to use gravity, I want everything at the same level. But I'm going to do that, and when the time comes, I'll show what's going on and what I'm thinking, and as I progress, I will probably do a build series on here of me putting it all together. Like I said, I got to take a look at this mash, check the temp, and we'll have more coming up. And like I said, stay tuned. I got the special beer tasting at the end of this video. Cheers. Alright, while we're waiting for everything to happen, I was just going to kind of show you how I run my whole process here cleaning. Right here is a bucket of HBW soaking. I like to let my fermenters soak before I use them. That way they're good and clean. And then what I have here is another bucket, and it's got all my spoons and everything I'm going to need for today in there, filled up with HBW. And I just use those, and then as I need the spoon, you know, I can pull it out and put it back in there, and I don't have to worry about mixing it up and making sure everything's sanitized because I keep it going. Got a little bit of a yeast starter going there, and we'll take a look here at the temperature. We've been sitting right at 152 the entire time. We're just going to sit back, relax, hanging out with the Justin and Puka here. Say hi, you're on YouTube. And we're just gonna keep on brewing. So we'll be back at the start of the boil. Cheers. Alright, so here we are. We're doing the mash out right now. We brought it up to 168 degrees. We're sparging with 168 degree water, you see there. As you can see, I have come up with a little system for holding the grain bag up while I rinse the grains. Last time I did this, I didn't have that, and it made it extremely difficult. But all this is, it's a Farberware pizza plate, basically for baking your pizzas. It's got holes in the bottom, so it works great for straining. Now, I thought my pot was a little bit bigger around and it was going to sit down in there, but it doesn't. But the nice thing is the weight of the grains is giving it just enough sag in the middle to make sure all the work goes to the middle and falls in the pot. So it's working real good. Cheap option if you're looking for something to assist with draining your grains. I know colanders can be like 20 bucks for a good heavy duty one. This cost me $9 and it's holding real well. That's 10 pounds of grain sitting on there, and then I'm pouring water on top of it. So just a little tip right there, and I'm going to keep sparging and we're going to move on to the boil. Cheers. We got the chiller running. I'm not sure if I showed the boil or not. Honestly, if I didn't, I'm sorry. I do apologize. Just kind of shooting this one on the fly a little bit, but we're almost done. We got her down to about 88 degrees right now. We're going to bring it down to probably another 10 to 15 degrees, and we'll be ready to transfer and pitch. Like I showed earlier, I do have a little bit of a yeast starter there. We're going to see how it works. I actually harvested that yeast off the secondary. I'm getting kind of excited, looking forward to tasting it. It smells amazing. The color's really nice. I'll show you that before in a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up with cooling it, then I'm going to whirlpool it, let it sit for probably about 30 minutes or so. Then we'll transfer it into primary, make sure it's topped off to 5 gallons as this is a reduced wort boil, and we'll go from there. And we'll also get a hydrometer reading as well, and we'll give you some updates. See you soon. Alright, so this last shot's a little hard, and it may you may not see a whole lot, but I'll do my best here with the camera. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be down a notch, and you may actually get to see some action. Whoa. Sorry about that, because I'm not editing it out. Alright, well, I just whirlpooled in my kettle here, and now I'm going to siphon this finished wort into primary, into the primary. Alright, there we go. And I'm going to try and do this without making a mess, as my line does not want to stay in. Oh, alright, come on now. And we're flowing. Now, yes, you can hear the wort splashing, and that's because I am aerating it right now. But look at that color. I'm trying to hold it off the bottom so I don't suck up all the true and stuff. Look at that color. Nice color. Smells amazing. I can smell the caramel notes. Whoops. So I'm going to work on this. Just going to rack it over a primary. We'll pitch the yeast and going to call it a night. Hope everyone has a happy Homebrew Wednesday. And I hope you enjoyed this little clip of a beer that I told you earlier I would show you. Cheers. Alright, well, needless to say, the brew day, it did go off well, but there were some speed bumps along the way. The big one is it only turned into a 3.25 gallon batch. Last time I did a brew in a bag this way, I was able to top it off to 5 gallons and have hit my numbers dead on. And I did make the mash process a lot more complex for a brew in a bag, and I may have to go back to that, even though I'm not looking forward to it. So I was kind of thinking, and talking with Alan from Behemoth Brewing, Chubby Glutton Brew, his YouTube channel, go check him out. I think I'm just going to go down to doing 3 gallon batches instead. I mean, I only have a 5 gallon boil kettle, and can't really do a 5 gallon batch in it anyway, because that would be overflowing it damn near. So I think I'm going to go down to 3 gallon batches anyway with my 3.25 volume. Original gravity was 1.046. I was shooting for like, I want to say 1.05 something. I was off quite a bit. So that was one thing. My efficiency, it said, was like 40%. So, and I checked my thermometer, it wasn't that. So I'm not quite sure, but I might just go down to doing 3 gallon batches for now until I can get a bigger kettle. That way I can hopefully try to avoid it. Here's the wort. There's a little bit of sediment in the bottom there, but you can see it's really nice color. Smells really good. You can really smell the Munich malts in there quite a bit. I don't know. It's pretty good. At first it's thin, obviously. Right now it's not going to have much body, and that's one of the big things to me in any beer, is having a good body. A lot of biscuit maltiness in there. There was a lot of biscuit in this recipe, which is a big part of it, and I know it's supposed to taste biscuity when this beer is finished. So not bad. Definitely different. I've never used most of the grains that I used today besides biscuit and churro. So we'll see how that turns out. But anyway, on to the conclusion of the evening. As I promised, this is the Sour Apple Saison Belgian Style Ale. This is made by Epic Brewing, and this is part of their Exponential series, and it is a bottle condition. It's 1 pint, 6 fluid ounces. This brewery, just a little bit about this beer and this line in particular. It's brewed and bottled in Salt Lake City, Utah. Where is it? 8.5% alcohol by volume. This is release number 20. They only release 1,800 of these. Right here on the side it says, "You're holding something special. One of only 1,800 bottles released and numbered." So since this is release number 20, I'm assuming this is the 20th bottle. And let's see, does it have a date on it? As to when they put a date or a code anywhere. Bueller. date. And also, I think Puka, you had asked about the a date being on those the milkshakes that I tried. There was not. I was trying to find one and I couldn't find one, just like I can't with this one. But this is the, like I said, the sour apple Saison. And as always, brewtubers.com, online international brew club. Let's give it a pour. Oh, that is nice. It is really clear, well carbonated. It's kind of hard to see. It looks hazy. Kind of a straw color. Yeah, it's a nice light straw color. A little bit of haze there, but not too much. It's fairly clear. Ooh. That's nice. Now, I've had sour beers. Not a huge fan of them. I have had beers with the Belgian yeast strains, and I love that clove ester and the banana and bubblegum. This one, my nose is a little stuffed up, but I am getting clove. A little bit of the banana bubblegum ester in there. It smells really nice. Shoot, if you just want to smell a beer, get your hands on this. But let's go ahead and give it a taste, and we'll get this bad boy rated, and we'll call it a night. That's awesome. Like I said, I've had other sour beers. Usually, you know, haven't had too much success with them. If you have never tried a sour beer, or you have and you were disappointed in it, wasn't your thing, go and try this. If you can get your hands on one of the 1,800 bottles available, get it. I know my beer store here in town has quite a few of them in Detroit. I'm surprised, honestly, that they would get something like, you know, this limited edition, just because they don't do that unless it's really a Michigan brewery. Oh, that's awesome. Fruity, real fruity, a little bit of sour bite on the back. It's not overpowering by any means. It's very well balanced. Like I said, I'm not a beer reviewer, so I'm not going to go crazy on this, but for drinkability, I would definitely rate this one. This is probably going to be this is a 5 out of 5. This is a great beer, and I know they've got some other ones out there. I've seen them in my beer store here, but this is Epic Brewing in Salt Lake City. If you ever stumble upon them, or you're out in Salt Lake City, definitely go check it out. Maybe check out the brewery as well. But they do make some good beer. This is the end and conclusion of another brew day, another homebrew Wednesday, and another wide world of brews. Hope everyone has a good night. Cheers, 17, and if you're thirsty, quench it. See you guys later.